Oh, shoot. There we go. Ah.
Here's my center of operations. My death.
Yeah, Nancy.
That was a little creepy. That was a little creepy. That was a little creepy.
That's probably fair. That's probably good.
Go ahead and poke around. If you want to know the particulars of how I do what I...
Here we go. Hello, fellow witches and wizards. My name is Phoenix, and welcome back to Let's Play Nancy Drew Worst to Best Marathon with game number 14, Legend of the Crystal Skull. Now, originally I planned to do the clock puzzle, but I think we should probably get this out of the way and do the bee puzzle. Let's just get it done so that we don't have to worry about that anymore. Because I do think that that is the worst one I have to do. So... Oh. Oh my gosh, I almost had it. And then I... Oh, hi! Hi, Claudia! Watch me get stung a billion times. I think generally the trick is to go back to the bottom every once in a while to get... Oh! I did it! Oh, first try. Good. Oh, I think... Do I have to do it one more time? Wait, where am I going? So I was sick today, so I ended up going to work. I had a migraine. But I'm feeling better now, and I was like, hey, why not stream? So here I am. You know, I think the music is a touch loud. Which is usually not the case with this game.
Iggy! Oh, Iggy!
Okay, so I know we have to do the pirate one. Up here. There. I know we have to do the pirate one. I don't think you have to do the mailman one, but the mailman one is interesting. And I wouldn't mind it if I didn't have to do that stupid bee puzzle. Okay, and we don't know... The name that opens every Jolly Roger meeting opens me. At what point do we call Bess to get that? I think you have to trigger that. I think that's something you can't do till later. I'm actually not sure. Do I have to do the mailman one? I don't remember, and I'm wondering if we should just not do it. And if we get stuck and can't do anything else, we'll do it. I think that's what we'll do. Because what you can do, and I think it's optional, is that you can give him a third loquat, give Iggy a third loquat, and he'll give you, and you dress him up like a mailman, and he'll give you the letter that Bruno dropped when he had his heart attack. So you can see why he had a heart attack. I'm not sure that it's required, though. I feel like it should be, though. What am I doing? I'm doing the clock puzzle. That's what I'm doing. But I don't want to do that wasp puzzle again. So we'll just save that. Maybe I should do the puzzle. I don't know. I don't want to. I don't even know if it'll let me at this point in the game. It might be a little too early. But... Alright, well, let's go ahead and do the clock puzzle then. Let me open the short stories for Tired Eyes. Clock puzzle. There are 3 parts to this. Part 1. Okay, so you have to just write down the time, figure out what the time is by the end. At exactly midday, so you start at noon, they all start at noon. Teacher said to his class, what time will it be when 3 hours have passed? That's going to be 3. And from there, let's say it's 9 hours before. So 3, 2, 1, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. It's not hard, just kind of tedious. If 6 hours before then, so 6, that's 12. We may know the time. What time would it be if you've moved ahead 9 o'clock? All 6 numbers. Oh, I only have 5. Okay. At exactly midday, the teacher said to his class, what time will it be when 3 hours have passed? So 12, and then 3 o'clock. Let's pretend it's that time and move ahead 2 hours more. Oh. 5. It's gonna be 5. And from there, let's say it's 9 hours before. It's 2 hours more. And from there, let's say it's 9 hours before. So before 5. So 4, 3, 2, 1, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. If 6 hours before then, so 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. This is breaking my brain. We'd made note of the time. What time would it be if we moved ahead 9? Okay, so 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now I have 6 numbers. Okay, so we're going to start at noon, and then we're going to go to 3, and then 5, and then 8, then 3 again, then 6. Excuse me? I do not have the brain power to mess with this, okay? 12, 3, 5, 8, 3, 6. All right, what did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? Let's read it out loud together. Time will tell, part 1. At exactly midday, the teacher said to his class, what time will it be when 3 hours have passed? Let's pretend it's that time and move ahead 2 hours more. And from there, let's say that it's 9 hours before. If 6 hours before then we'd made note of the time, what time would it be if we'd moved ahead 9? His students wrote down 6 numbers in all, then went back to their daydreams of things big and small. So, at exactly midday, that is 12, the teacher said to his class, what time will it be when 3 hours have passed? 3 hours past 12 is 3. Am I stupid? 3 hours past 12 is 3, yeah? 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's pretend it's that time, 3 o'clock, and you move ahead 2 hours more. 4, 5 o'clock. And from there, 5 o'clock, let's say it's 9 hours before 5. So that's 4, 3, 2, 1. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. If 6 hours before then, so 6 hours before 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, it's 2. Okay. So that's 2 then. If 6 hours before then we'd made note of the time, what time would it be if we moved ahead 9? 2, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Alright, so it's actually 11. Thanks, Claudia. Okay, we're starting over. 12, then 3, then 5, then 8, then 2, then 11. There we go. That's part 1. That one's pretty. I want that one. Okay. Now, part 2. At high noon, that's 12, the sheriff stepped into the street and addressed Bad Man Bart. 5 hours ago, so that's 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. I told you to leave town, and you swore you'd be gone in 3, so 7, 8, 9, 10. There's a reason why you're still here. I left right when I said I would, Bart exclaimed, but just as I was riding out, my horse threw a shoe. I took him straight to the blacksmith, but he was real busy. Said it would be 5 hours till he finished with my horse. So 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. Better tell him to get a move on, the sheriff drawled, because 2 hours from now... Oh, shoot. Which is noon, right? 2 hours from now, so that's 1, 2. If you're still here, you're going to be real sorry, understand? Bart understood. He went back to the blacksmith, and an hour later, then noon, which would be 1, was on his way out of town. And we have 6 numbers. Hopefully that's correct, because it did get a little confusing there. 12. I was keeping a list for you, then I realized you were writing it down. I'm always writing it down. I'm a Nancy Drew pro here. Alright, 12, and then 7, 10, 3, 2, 1. Ah, got it. This is number 2. That one's a cool one. Alright, part 3. Just taking a sip of my tea here. Some raspberry zinger. Emphasis on zinger. Okay. Part 3. It was midnight on a dark and stormy night. So 12. Only 4 hours before, that was 11, 10, 9, 8. I had seen my dear friend Hollis, who informed me he was leaving for the court of the Star Chamber in a mere 2 hours. So 8, 9, 10. And feared he would never return. I realized that 6 hours after he was to enter the chamber. So 6 hours after 10. 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. I was to surrender myself to Count Blackburn. I had no way of knowing whether after the usual 5 hours of interrogation I would be able to keep my rendezvous with Lucretia 2 hours later. Okay, so 6 hours after he was to enter, I was to turn myself in. Alright, so then 5 hours after 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9... I would be able to meet my rendezvous with Lucretia 2 hours later. 2 hours later from 9 or 2 hours later from 4? Probably 9. 10, 11. Would the Count let me leave or would he imprison me forever? I was terrified. Okay. 12. 8. 10. No, this way. Oh, well, I guess it doesn't matter. 4. 9. And 11. Yay! I always write everything down too. Absolutely you do, because you're also an Nancy Drew expert. That one's creepy. That would be scary. To see somebody wearing. Okay, clock puzzle. Dunzo. The next one we're gonna do is the librarian puzzle. So let me go ahead. Nope, that's not the button. Nope. Save it. Librarian puzzle. Okay. So we're gonna go here. I think we're supposed to find the librarian's tail first. This one kind of confuses me, and I don't know why. It's not really that hard.
A librarian's
There we go.
tale. Something Bruno Ballet wrote in that Tired Eyes book mentioned the librarian's eye.
Right. So, it's up here.
Here we go. A librarian's tale.
But we gotta put in the code, and the code is dependent on... Let me start at the beginning. We gotta take all the numbers of the titles with an I in it, as in the word I, not the letter I. And we add them up, and that'll be the combination. See? Not that hard. Okay, so librarian's tale. Okay, so Bridges to Nowhere, The Camel and the Needle's Eye. That's 608. Cat's Eye, that's 10. Eye Candy, 4. Grinding Fake Eyes, 511. Turn a Blind Eye, 6. And Library's Tale doesn't count because it's 0, 0. My Eye and Other Tall Tales, 401. Prudent Living, a memoir. Okay, I think that's everything, right? I think we got them all. Okay, so we're gonna do some math and add it together. We got 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Carry the 2. 2, 3, 4, 6. Plus 5 is 11. Plus 4 is 15. Right? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yes. So it is 1, 5, 4, 0. That is the combination. When 5, 4, 0. Yay! We got it! Okay. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Next one, teeth puzzle. Alrighty. Alright, so this one's kind of fun for me because my mom was a dental hygienist. So I'm actually kind of sort of familiar with the different teeth. Not super familiar, because I've never really needed that knowledge, but I'm familiar of what an incisor is and what what a bicuspid is and all that. So, kind of fun. Okay. Let me look at the different teeth we're supposed to look at. Alright, the history of Quincy T. Booker's teeth. Okay. So we got teeth puzzle. Let me drink some of my tea. Also gonna get a little bit more comfortable. Okay. Alright, so we have primary teeth and permanent teeth. So primary teeth are baby teeth. How many? So baby teeth. You want tea? Get some tea! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I do believe there's 10 each. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes. Okay, so I'm gonna draw some books on here. Let's see. We're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the left, top left. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, top right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, bottom left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, bottom right. Okay, and I do believe that left and right is from the perspective of the patient, not the dentist. So it's going to be the opposite. I do believe that that is the case. I could be wrong about that, but I don't think I am. Okay, so filled upper right second molder. So upper right second molder. So first it's upper, and then it's right, so we're going to go to the left. Second molder. Molar. Molder is a different thing. Molder is a person. Molar. Second molar. It's going to be this back one here. So that's going to be number 1. And then extracted upper right central incisor. So upper right central incisor. So this one here. So that's number 2. Mulder and Scully, yes. Yes, that's what I was thinking. So not Mulder, molar, different. Then upper left central incisor. Okay, so that's going to be this one. And then filled lower left lateral incisor. Is there really only 4? Filled upper right second molar. Molar. Extracted upper right incisor. Then upper left incisor. Filled lower left lateral incisor. Huh. There's only 4. I thought there was gonna be 5. Is there 4 for adult teeth too? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Alright, fine. Okay. Lower left lateral incisor. So lower left lateral incisor. So it's gonna be that second one there. So, number 4. Okay, so that's the baby teeth. And then adult teeth, I can't remember how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay. So adult teeth, 16. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I made them too big. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fun fact, when I was 21, I was in an accident and got my upper right central and lateral incisors knocked out. It was a very expensive accident. Getting my teeth fixed cost a lot, even with insurance. Thanks to my dad for paying for it well. Oh, okay. Upper right central and lateral incisors. Yeah. Do you have like fake teeth that have been implanted, or do you have like a retainer that you wear with fake teeth to cover it up and then you just pop it out at night or when you eat? Because I had one of my roommates in college, she also had one of her teeth popped out, and so she just has a retainer with a fake tooth on it, and so she just wears that. And she was like, yeah, I'm missing a tooth. And I'm like, really? And then she's like, yeah. And then she pops her retainer. It just pops out. And I'm like, whoa, I didn't know they made those. I was like, oh my gosh, I've been lied to. So you have permanent implants. I see. I figured since you said how expensive it was. Glad you were able to get that fixed. I have it's like a nightmare. I have a nightmare of losing my permanent teeth. Isn't that strange? I feel like, I don't know, that's like a fear I have of losing my adult teeth. Because I would just feel so embarrassed to be in public, to be seen without, a tooth that's supposed to be there. The retainer sounds cool, to be honest. Oh, yeah, it's a neat party trick. If people don't know that teeth is fake, you can just pop it out. Be like, oh my god, my tooth! Alrighty, let's see. Okay, extracted up lower right canine. This one. Lower right canine. The incisors, the middle one. The canine or cuspid is the one next to it, and then the bicuspid is next to that one. So we have the central incisor here. Oh, and the lateral incisor. And then the canine. So 6, 7, 8. Oh. Yes, this one is the central incisor. And then the lateral incisor. And then the canine right here. So it's going to be 3 on the inside. So that's 1. Oops. After the accident, I started getting those dreams all the time, and dreams of the teeth just falling out. Yep. That's the dreams I have. Okay. So, lower right canine. Hopefully I got that one correct. Okay, extracted upper left first bicuspid. So, upper left first bicuspid. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's number 2. I wish you could just click on the one you wanted at the front and it would just take you there. I wish I could just be like, I want this one, and click on it, and then it will turn to it. Extracted lower left canine. So, lower left canine. 1, 2, 3. So it's going to be 3. The third one from the third one in the center. And last one. Lower left third molar. Lower left third molar. The one all the way at the end there. So that is going to be number 4. Okay. Now, this is a little tricky, but the game will only accept it if you do it in reverse order. Which means, even though the primary teeth are listed first, you have to do the permanent teeth first for it to accept the solution. You have to start with the adult teeth up here, and then go to the baby teeth down here. I don't know why. That's kind of dumb. But I believe that's how it works. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, maybe not. Maybe it's the other way, I'm thinking. Maybe you have to do the baby teeth first, even though they're at the bottom. I don't know. It confused me at one point. 2, 3, 4. Okay, baby teeth first. I got stuck on this for so long because I didn't start with the adult teeth. Yeah, well, apparently you're not supposed to start with the adult teeth. Apparently you're supposed to start with the baby teeth. But yes, I was also confused. Okay, now the adult teeth. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Alright, we got the teeth puzzle done. And now we're going to do Charlie Wicker. But in order to do that, we got to get some mushies. Nope, I'm going to save it first. Mushies. Okay. Was there one in this direction? No. Oh, there's one over here.
This has got to be a painted conch.
Is there one over here? Or am I delusional? I feel like there's another one in the garden. Am I being silly? Maybe I am. Alright. Unless it's the other direction. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Okay.
Another painted conch.
That's
Yes.
number 2. You thought there were 2 in the garden too? There might still be. Why can't I go in this one? Oh, I guess you can return to that grave if we want to. Maybe by the murder hornets? Yeah, I did look there. Though I didn't click on the murder hornets, to be fair. Like, actually go closer, I mean. Also, this is a cool thing you can do. If you want record of this in your inventory, so you don't have to write it down, there it is. Isn't that fun? I do still think it's easier to write it down, though, because you don't have to keep going back in your inventory to look for it. Okay. That's number 3. Look at all the different graves they had to design. All the different burial places. You can only draw a tomb so many different ways. Okay. Here's number 4. Ah! Alligator buddy. We should have known he was there. He was in the mini cemetery. What's it? So that was 4, correct? There should be one more. And maybe it is in the garden. Huh. Okay. Maybe by the murder hornets. Maybe. Oh, right here.
Another painted conch. Yes.
Banana.
Did you pick me those mushrooms yet?
Sure did.
Well, bless your heart, you did it.
Actually, picking the one growing on the log sticking out of the swamp was a little hairy.
Oh, my. I forgot to warn you about Bernie, didn't I?
If by Bernie you mean the alligator that almost had me for dinner, yeah, you did.
He's another one of Dr. Beaulay's pets. He'd kick that log to get Bernie's attention, then feed him marshmallows. Problem is, now that gator leaps up and snaps every time someone so much as touches that log. I should have said something, but I've gotten so used to Bernie, I just plain forgot. Anyway, feel free to help yourself to that shovel. You earned it.
I'll leave you to your potting.
Fare thee well.
Alright. Yeah, I didn't see it till I walked in the gate. Had to just walk back. Alright. Charlie Wicker. I forget where he is. I think he's this way. Oh, nope. This way. There we go. Alright, so we're gonna go forward to do this. Okay, so we need to follow the cardinal directions on Charlie Wicker's grave, and a number is going to appear on the hand that tells you how much you need to move from there. So we're gonna start with where's that paper? Okay. I'm gonna write it down. Charlie Wicker. We have west, north, east, south, west, south, east, north, east, north, east, south, west. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'm missing 2 of them? Okay. West, north, east, south. West, north, east, south. West, south, east, north. West. Oh. West, north, east, south. Then west, north, west, south. Jeez. Okay. I'm a dumb. Okay. Wednesday. West, north, west, south. Okay. East, north, east, north. East, south, west. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. They should all be correct now. Okay, so we're gonna go west, which we're all going west, and we're gonna go 4 spaces. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're gonna turn north and go 2, 1, 2. Then we're gonna go east and go 1. Then we're gonna go south and go 3, 1, 2, 3. Then we're gonna go west, 2, 1, 2, north, 1, 2, west, 1, 2, 3, south, 1, 2, 3, east, 1, north, 1, 2, east, 1, north, 1, 2, 3, east, 1, 2, 3, 4, south, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, west, 1. Oh no. Oh! I should go 1. There we go. Okay. Ah, we broke it! Oh, that one's a cool one. Okay, Charlie Wicker is done. Oh, now we gotta do the Phoenix puzzle. This one's a little bit tricky. With a puzzle that includes my username, I wish it was more fun than it is. Okay. Phoenix Eye. Okay. So what we gotta do is we gotta move these around in such a way that the feathers on this guy's head matches the picture in here. This one. So we need, I can't tell if that's long or medium, but these ones are short and these ones are long. I think it's long, medium, and short. I think. But the thing is, one thing moves another, and it's more difficult than it sounds. And Nancy's gonna be like, huh? And that's what moved. And if you listen, you can hear when one moves. You can hear that none of them moved except this one. Okay. We could try that one again. And that one moved again. So this one here on the left only moves this one. So that one is now, I think, the way it's supposed to be. Let's see what this one does. Okay. So this one just moved the first one and the second to last one. Okay, so I think this one needs one more, but this one isn't supposed to be up at all. So how about we go this one again? Okay, except this one needs to be down. So hopefully another one does that. Nope. No, that didn't do anything we wanted. Actually, that one might be correct. Let's see what this one does. That did nothing but the last one. Okay. Let me do this one again. Oh, I was trying to move this one. Okay, maybe it's this one that does that one? No. I'm trying to move this one. See, that's like perfect, I think, except for this one. Which one moves that one? I think I know what you mean. You said, have you ever seen Rugrats? Because the Phoenix is giving Cynthia, I imagine you mean vibes. I see what you mean. Yes. I am familiar with Rugrats. Cynthia, Angelica's doll, and how her hair is kind of sticking out the way that the Phoenix's feathers are. Yes, I do see what you mean. Okay, well, it went down one, so let's go ahead and do that again then, I guess. Okay. Let's try this one. That didn't do anything. That did Bubkiss. That did nothing. That did absolutely nothing. Okay, that did that one, I guess. Yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem, child. That one only messes with the first one. What? How does it determine which one to manipulate? Okay, that one did the last one. Okay, cool. Good. Now we just need the first one. Frick. There we go. Yes! I can see in my mind, based on the sounds, what it was looking like. Which is what you're supposed to do, so you don't have to keep looking at it. Okay, and now we have a special key to open these things. And each one of these has an eyeball. Okay. We have 23 eyeballs. We only need 2 more. Alright, we're gonna do spider puzzle number 2. No. I'm trying to get to the spider. Oh my gosh. Alright. Okay, so I wrote down the notes. Problem is I don't know which one's which, so... Oh, there's middle C. Middle C. Middle C. D. Right? Oh, that's high C. Okay, so it goes the other way. My bad. 1, 2, 3. D. E. E, E, D, middle C, D, E, middle C. Alright. Ooh, that one's pretty. That one's so pretty. Okay, and we just need 1 left. And I'm not sure if we just call Bess next. Because I feel like Nancy does that automatically, but I could be wrong about that. Let's go ahead and call Bess. And see what happens.
Hello?
Hi, Bess. Listen, you busy?
Why?
Yep.
I need you to do something for me.
What?
I need you to infiltrate the meeting of the Jolly Rogers crew that's about to be held at Rampart and Dumaine, which has got to be right near Zeke's. You're going to have to look around for it. Now, to get into the meeting, you'll need to put on that skeleton man costume you saw in the back room. And once you're in the meeting, you'll need to listen for the name that opens the meeting so you can tell me what it is, okay?
No.
Beth, I know you don't like to do stuff like this, but this is really, really, really important, and it'll be the last thing I ask you to do. I promise.
Oh, all right. I don't suppose it would do any good to point out that the curio shop is closed.
You'll find a way in. Oh, and if anyone at the meeting asks, the password is Scuttled Bones.
Okay, I'll give it a shot.
That's the spirit.
Alrighty. So we can't get in because it's closed, but we can go down this way. Ew. Alright, so we need to figure out what the combination is. And if you're familiar with Nancy Drew Treasure in the Royal Tower, you'll know that you can use a powdery substance to do that. And Bess conveniently has some blush in her pocket. Okay. And so the fingerprints are going to be from the most pronounced to the least pronounced, because as you press the buttons, less oil from your finger, the oil gets used up from your finger. So it looks like 28905. Woohoo! I do believe that you get in trouble if you leave. Or something. Maybe not. Put on our Skeleton Man costume, and now we're wearing it. And the meeting is in here.
What's the password?
Password? Right. Let's see. Scuttled bones.
Scupper bloke.
Better hurry, we're just about to start.
This part's really cool. I like it.
Welcome, my fellow Jolly Rogers.
know that
We
voice.
have
I know that
several
voice.
pressing matters to discuss this evening, so let
It's
us
Dr.
begin.
Man, Dr.
As
Skelly
you may
Face.
or may not have heard, certain city officials are attempting to deny us the right not only to gather in public places during the Mardi Gras season, but they have also seen fit to...
Shoot,
To
I forgot
what?
to turn off my cell phone.
Why is she hiding among the
We have an
boxes?
uninvited
Why isn't she
guest.
with the rest of
Get
them?
him!
Ugh.
Let go! You're making a big mistake! Let go of me! Look, I'm not here to make trouble. You're making a big deal out of nothing. Can't we just talk about this?
Ooh, it's so scary. And they're cuffing her. Why do they have
Why, it
cuffs?
seems our trespasser is of the
Oh,
female
that's so
variety.
creepy. It gives me the
Let's have a
ick.
look.
Ew, when he says that.
That's
Blech.
right. You know me and I know you, Dr. Buford. And I also know that you were the one who attacked my friend over at the Beaulay Mansion today. And if you don't tell me why right now, I promise you, you are gonna be in one big world of hurt.
The young lady's clearly upset about something. Clarence, take over the meeting while I try to find out why she's making all these crazy accusations.
They're not crazy and you know it.
I will tell you everything, Miss Marvin, in private.
Blech.
And he did. He told me everything, Nancy. I bluffed him into confessing. You would have been so proud of me. Oh, and before I forget, the name they chanted at the start of the meeting was Jean Lafitte.
Jean Lafitte. Great. Now, what did Dr. Buford tell you?
Okay. First off, he said that with his dying breath, Bruno Beaulay directed him to steal the painting of Henry's parents and lock it up in Henry's parents' crypt. Bruno seemed to think that way, Henry would wind up with the crystal skull instead of somebody else.
So Dr. Buford dressed up in his Skeleton Man costume, stole the canvas, and hid it in the crypt like Bruno asked.
That must have been when Renee saw Mr. Death.
But then, Dr. Buford had second thoughts and decided to heck with Henry. He wanted that crystal skull for himself. So this afternoon, he dressed up in his Skeleton Man costume again and snuck into Henry's house so he could get the key from that mini cemetery and retrieve the painting he'd left in that crypt, knowing the painting would somehow lead him to the skull.
Oh, you're walking your
And I
dog.
walked in on him and ruined everything.
Right.
He went for
And now that
walkies?
we're onto him, he says he no longer wants the skull. He's embarrassed that he allowed his superstitious side to get the best of him and says whoever finds the skull is welcome to it. At least that's what Dr. Buford said. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, what?
I told him you were looking for the skull.
That's all right.
Actually, I told him you were on the verge of finding it.
Why would you tell him that?
I don't know, I got carried away. So if he lied to me and he really does still want the skull, then he might come after you. He left right after we talked, and I don't think he went back into that meeting. What if he's on his way over there?
Don't worry, I'll be fine. Why don't you just...
Ooh.
Whoa, that bolt of lightning was huge. Anyway, why don't you just go relax and I'll be back at the hotel before you know it, okay? Bess?
That's
Hello?
so scary.
Bess, you there?
Nope,
Nope,
she sure isn't. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Yes, walkies. Okay, so Jean Lafitte. I forget what that is. I think it's the name of a battle that took place during the Civil War. Or it's a person. Jean Lafitte. Oh, he's a pirate. Ugh. Pirate Patriot? Oh, apparently he was a pirate who helped the U.S. Okay, cool. Alright. Forget what I said. Cool. Anyway, don't know what he did, but okay. Oh, and I also looked up other things, before the stream. The name of that puzzle that we did at Lamont's, where we had to put all that stuff together to make a chain reaction, that's called a Rube Goldberg puzzle. Or a Rube Goldberg machine. I knew it had a name, I just couldn't remember what it was. I also looked up the difference between voodoo and hoodoo, because I wasn't sure. I knew there was a difference. And there is. Voodoo is an actual religion with, like, it's, like, organized with specific rules and rituals and a pantheon and all these things. Where hoodoo is more like a belief system, but not necessarily a religion. It's just sort of like superstitious things that you do. Just, you know, like potions and pouches and stuff, but there's no, like, real organized religious aspect to it. That's basically the difference. Okay. Jean Lafitte? No. Alright. Is it just one F? I know it's two A's. I mean, two T's. La... Feet. Okay, apparently I'm an idiot. Okay, let's try this again. Come on, it was just on here. Why is it? Okay, so it's JeanLaFitte. What? Am I an idiot? What's happening? What? Why is it working? It won't let me click on the notebook. That's not helpful at all. None of this is helpful. Oh, here it is. That's how I spelled it, right? Oh. Ugh, come on. JeanLaFitte. I always wanted to know the difference between voodoo and hoodoo. Well, now you know. Why? So that's a J, right? Wait. Yeah. E. A. N. L. A. F. I. T. T. E. What? Okay. I don't know what I was doing before. But we have all the eyes now. The eyes have it. Okay, and now we need to point them all in a special direction based on the story at the end of this book. Okay, so the trick with this is This story has hidden words that we need. Some of them are more obvious than others, but we're looking for the words up, down, left, right, or north, south, east, west. And sometimes they're hidden in between words and not just outright said. And if you look down here, it gives you numbers, and it tells you how many you should expect on that page. This will have 1 through 5. So this is eyeballs 1 through 5. So we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so always makes me think of SpongeBob. The nautical nonsense. Nautical nonsense is something that I wish. Okay, nautical nonsense. So 1 through 5 is gonna be so stealthily stalking them, famished and anxious. Okay, so we got south here. So we have S-O-U-T-H. Anxious out hunting. S-O-U-T-H. That's south. I think it's Trixie. We have south. Here, I'm just gonna put directional arrows. Okay, south, west, west. Okay. Waters, he was cantankerous. Another south, S-O-U-T-H. South out here. South. Then drop on the deck and bob like a fish. Yeah! Here were the sea stricken, so that's east right here. And then one more on this page. Pirates aplenty, a week's worth of looting left. So, left. Their large stomachs empty. Alright, so that's 5. And then we have 6 and 7. So there's only 2 of them on this page. Down, that's one of them. Down to the port will plunder some dinner, but the truth is that these pirates could have been thinner. Their villainous vessel was bogged down. Well, I kind of feel like port could have been one, but nowhere in the game does it tell you what side port is. I thought you said west. Yeah. Okay, by booty. They would drop off the treasure and away they'd be scooting. They would foul up. Okay, so this is 8 through 12. So how many is that? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 4. Foul up the village and make a great mess. Down to the mangroves, they surely digress. Ah, it's a beastie. And there's east and beastie. Swim for your lives. The calm sea's treachery left a surprise. So left. Okay. And then 13 through 16. So that's 3. A long-legged beastie, east again, whose eyes were aglow, had spotted some treasure in the hold down below. So down. And his curious nature could not let it go, so he tore down the hull. And alarmed were the pirates, he started to break down. Oh, that's another down. Wait. 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh, sorry, that's 4. Okay, so that's another down. So that means 8 through 12 is going to have 5. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, so 8 through 12. There's one more in 8 through 12. So we have up the village and make a great mess. Down to the mangroves. They surely digress. It's a beastie. Swim for your lives. The calm sea. Oh, there's treacher. There's a east again. Okay. So east and then left. East and then left. Okay. Alright. And... uh-oh. My stream is struggling a little bit, according to YouTube. 17 through 20. 17, 18, 19, 20. That's 4. Okay. His nautical naughtiness knocked down the ship. Those petrified pirates were muddled and miffed. So they fired their guns at this grand octopus. At one leg, at 2 legs, at left legs, then 6. But the creature continued with 2 other arms. The northwest, so we got north, and then west. Northwestern water wailed in with alarm. Okay, and then 21 and 22. The pirates abandoned this nautical nonsense and swam right to shore with their rather large haunches, but gaggles of gunmen got left. Getting gobbled, the creature was angry. In its own ink, it bobbled. Alright, last ones. 23 to 25. So down dove the octopus, right. So 23, 24, 25, so 3 of them, okay. Right to his den, he spit out their bones and fashioned a fence. And each treasure, of course, he had not left behind. He'd befriended all these baubles in very short time, and long lived this octopus hidden away, but his fate fell quite quickly on one fateful day. Oh, okay, now we got it. Okay, so 1 through 5, that's the first part. It's gonna be down, left, down, right, and then left. Okay. And then 6 and 7 are both down. 8 through 12 is up, down, right, right, and left. 13 through 16 is right, down, down, down. 17 through 20 is down, left, up, left, and then 21 and 22, right and left. Then 23, 24, 25, we got down, right, left. Ba-bam! And isn't this really pretty? It's really cool. And what do we do with it? We're gonna stick the the spire thing that we had at the beginning, that we found at the beginning, we're going to stick the skeleton handle from the shovel in it, and then we're going to put the eye in the hand of the skeleton arm. And I guess if you didn't know beforehand, you can figure out where you're supposed to put it. We have quite a bit of time. I haven't been streaming that long. Why don't we go ahead and do the third loquat? Why don't we get the third loquat and do that part? Because it's good for the story. And hopefully this doesn't, yeah. Not too bad. Okay. So this isn't required, but I'm going to go ahead and do it. Oh, wrong way. For story. Oops.
Iggy! Oh, Iggy!
Alright, so we're gonna dress him up like a mailman. Nope. And if you dress him up like a clown, it does literally nothing. I think that'd be cool if he got like an Easter egg or something, but it doesn't do that, which is unfortunate. Alright, and so this is the letter that Dr. Bruno was reading when he collapsed. Dear Dr. Bolay, I've completed my review of the data gleaned from the tests I ran last Tuesday on the crystalline replica of the human skull which you and Miss Amand brought in. What follows is the simple answer regarding its authenticity which the two of you requested. My analysis showed that the skull, while made of remarkably pure crystal, was carved using modern instruments. In layman's terms, the skull is a fake. Again, thank you for allowing Milo Research and Technology to serve you. Sincerely, Chaz Milo. So apparently it was a fake. But guess what? We can call this Chaz Milo to confirm that that's what he actually found. And we'll just go ahead and make some phone calls while we can, if we can. Since we're coming to the end of the game.
Hey Nancy,
Make
how's
some
it going?
Pretty
make
good.
some conversation.
Meaning...
I've been having Bess do some sleuthing for me.
You're kidding. I thought you said Bess was a disaster when it came to detective stuff.
I never said
That's
that.
not
I
true.
mean, I may have said she wasn't particularly adept at snooping.
Ah, but this is not snooping. It's sleuthing.
Exactly.
Sure.
So how's she doing?
You know Bess, when she puts her mind to something, there's no stopping
Hey,
it.
she's been doing great.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Okay, maybe not awesome, but she's certainly, you know,
Not totally screwing up?
right.
That's what I figured.
Are you familiar with the legend of the so-called crystal skulls?
Is that where aliens supposedly scattered a bunch of perfectly formed crystal skulls all around the world like thousands of years ago? And all the skulls have different magical powers?
Something like that, yeah. Apparently Henry's uncle was the proud owner of the Whisperer, the skull that was supposed to make whoever owned it live forever.
Only now he's dead and another superstition bites the dust.
Maybe, maybe not. See, this book I found in Bruno's library said no one who has owned the Whisperer has ever died of natural causes.
So how did they die?
They were all murdered.
Come on, you don't believe that crystal skull stuff is true, do you?
I'm not sure what I believe yet. But right now, what I think doesn't matter. The people who knew Bruno had the skull, if one of them believed in the Whisperer's power, they may have figured the only way they'd ever be rid of Bruno was to cause his death.
But didn't he die of a stroke or something?
Heart attack.
Well, there you go. Natural causes.
Heart attacks can be induced.
You've been watching too many of those forensic detective shows.
That may be, but what's really interesting is the skull is missing.
That is interesting.
And I'll bet you anything that's what my bony friend in the red ascot was looking for.
Does Henry know where the skull is?
He doesn't know anything about it. At least, that's what he says. But if that skull is still around here, I intend to find it.
I kind of figured that.
Henry confessed that he sold off some of Bruno's things because he needed money to keep his girlfriend Summer happy.
She's high maintenance, huh?
Extremely. You're so lucky.
Hey, don't I know it. Think he sold off the crystal skull?
I don't think so, no. He acts like he's never heard of the crystal skull.
And so the search goes on.
Bruno Beaulay's doctor, Gilbert Buford, was apparently Bruno's best friend as well.
Think Bruno told him about the skull?
Yes, in fact, Dr. Buford told Bess that Bruno showed it to him once. But apparently he told Bruno the skull was bogus, and Bruno got a little ticked off. Never showed it to him again.
Well, when it comes to murdering someone and making it look like a heart attack, a doctor's got to be right up there when it comes to suspects.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I've been thinking the same thing.
So what else is going on?
Get this, Bruno had a pet iguana that he liked to dress up in little costumes.
Say what?
I kid you not. I found little
Dancing
outfits for
iguana.
Iggy. That's the iguana's
Dancing
name, Iggy.
iguana.
In Bruno's study.
That's what I think of
he
every
could dress him
time
up like
I
a
hear the word
mailman, an
iguana.
optometrist, or a pirate.
Now I've heard everything.
No, you haven't. Iggy also hides things in the vents, and depending on what outfit he's wearing, he'll go into the vent and bring out different stuff.
You have got to be joking.
Like, I dressed him up as an optometrist, and he brought me out a glass eye.
Poor Henry. If weirdness is genetic, he doesn't stand a chance.
I'm pretty sure a letter caused Bruno Beaulay to have that heart attack.
A letter?
Apparently, Bruno and Renee had recently taken the crystal skull to a lab to see if it was authentic. The lab guy mailed Bruno a letter summarizing his test results, which showed the skull was a fake, and when Bruno read it, I think the shock was just too much for him.
So much for his being murdered.
I'm not so sure. Renee told me she didn't know anything about Bruno's crystal skull. Yet the letter
Did we
from the
ask
lab
her about
guy
it yet?
indicates otherwise.
So go show her the letter and see what she says.
Right.
While I was picking mushrooms for Renee, I almost lost my hand to one of Bruno's pets.
You have a big dog or something?
A big alligator named Bernie.
How can you make a pet out of an alligator?
Apparently by exploiting their fondness for marshmallows.
Well, stay away from him. I like your hands just the way they are.
I can't quite figure out whether Renee neglected to tell me about him by accident or on purpose.
Hey, if you're not sure, you'd better stay away from her, too.
I could use a hint.
About what?
What am I supposed to do with a piece of paper I found in the head of that dummy in Bruno's study? Do you know?
Read what it says, then see if you can find the name of the
I already
person to
did
which it's
this
referring
puzzle.
in the grave guide that Bruno kept in the great room. When you think you know the name, use your keyboard to write it on the piece of paper. Then find his grave in the cemetery, read the clue that's written there, go back to the grave guide, and repeat the process. Just make sure that every time you think you know a name, you write it down.
Sounds good. Thanks.
No big deal. See ya.
Yeah, thanks, Ned. Ahoy hoy!
Yes, hello? Who is this?
Hello, Professor. This is Nancy Drew again.
Nancy Drew. Are you sure you're not the cheese girl?
Positive.
No.
Could I ask you something?
Of course. Let her rip.
Do you know of any relationship between the Whisperer and a crew in New Orleans called the Jolly Rogers?
A crew named after the skull and crossbones flag flown by European and American pirates? How so very colorful. Yo-ho-ho! Why do you ask?
The man who called you about the Whisperer, Bruno Beaulay, he was a member of the Jolly Rogers. I just thought maybe one had something to do with the other.
Had the Whisperer fallen into the hands of pirates, I promise you my research would have turned up that fact. But it didn't. Therefore, no relationship. Coincidence strikes again.
Thanks for your help.
Good luck to you, dear.
Alright, let's call the authenticator. Yeah, that guy.
Yeah?
Is this Milo Research and Technology?
This is Chaz, Milo. Service forwarded your call to my cell. What do you want?
Are you all right?
I'm at the gym. On the treadmill. It's called multitasking.
Well, about the letter you sent to Dr. Beaulay, you know, where you told him the skull was a fake, I was just wondering...
I never told him that.
Never told him what?
I told him that skull was authentic.
Authentic?
No, you said in the letter the skull was carved using modern instruments.
I said all the tests I ran proved the skull had been hand-carved and hand-polished. Probably took decades to make.
But the letter Dr. Bolay got said just the opposite.
Then the letter he got must not have been the letter that I wrote.
Are you saying the crystal skull is real?
Hey, I'm not saying it's magic or anything. I'm just saying it wasn't made using 19th century, 20th century, or 21st century technology. Hey, look, I'm gonna hang up now. If I try to talk anymore, I'm gonna pass out.
Just one more question. Did you send that letter saying the skull was authentic to anyone else?
No, just Dr. Bolay. I heard he died recently. Good thing I billed him up front.
Yeah, well, thanks for your help.
No problem.
Interesting. So it looks like somebody got the message that the skull was real and then made a fake letter telling Bruno that it was fake and he died hearing the news. Interesting. Also, this is kind of the part where the story kind of falls apart for me. I'm not really into the fact that it is authentic. I don't know, it just feels a little too supernatural for me. But they don't lean too hard into it, so it's not really that big of a deal. I like supernatural in stories, but when you set up the universe to not be supernatural, let's keep it that way. I don't like this in-between of sometimes supernatural, sometimes not. It's not consistent. Oof, that music. Yikes. Let's see if Henry has something to say about it.
Yes?
Nope.
I'm going to keep looking around.
Groovy.
Alright, well, let's talk to Miss Amand.
Hello again.
I think I found the letter that Dr. Bolay was reading when he had his fatal heart attack. Iggy the iguana had taken it. Apparently, Dr. Bolay did have a crystal skull and believed possessing it would make him immortal. So he had it tested, and the lab sent him its findings in this letter. Read the second paragraph.
My analysis showed that the skull, while made of remarkably pure crystal, was carved using modern instruments. In layman's terms, the skull is a fake.
My guess is Dr. Bolay believed in the skull so completely that when he read it was a fake, he was totally devastated, and his heart just stopped. But what I don't quite understand is, why did you tell me you didn't know about the crystal skull when this letter indicates you did?
All right. Dr. Bolay told me about the skull. As you said, he believed with all his might owning that skull was the reason he was still going strong at 95. I lied to you because, well, for one thing, Dr. Bolay swore me to secrecy. And for another, he kept the skull hidden. And up until just this minute, I wanted to be the one who found it.
Do you have any idea where the skull's hidden?
None whatsoever. Oh my, this makes me feel just terrible. You see, getting the skull tested was my idea. When Dr. Bolay told me about it, I was skeptical and that troubled him. So I helped him find a private laboratory where we could take it so any and all doubts would be dispelled once and for all. I certainly did not anticipate that the truth would result in his keeling over and dying like that. Well, now that I too know that the skull's a fake, I can stop fretting over its whereabouts. In fact, I should probably thank you and Iggy for setting me straight.
I'll see you later.
Take care, hon.
I don't buy it. I don't buy her bull. But what I do buy is that it's time to end the game. We gotta put this piece in. Kerchunkles. And then this in. And then here we go. How convenient that there's a lightning storm. So this could happen. And there it is. The Crystal Skull.
Nancy? That you in there? Goodness sakes, gal, what on earth have you gone and done?
The lid's closing and I don't know how to stop it.
Here, I'll pull you up. Toss what you're holding up here, then give me your hands. Come on, you best
Don't do it,
hurry.
Nancy. Don't
Here
do
it comes.
Nancy! She's clearly never seen Aladdin.
Renee, a little help, please?
The Crystal Skull. After all that scheming, how do I finally get it? Why, this nice little Yankee gal just hands it to me.
Renee, help me. Hurry, please.
Thank you, Nancy. Bye now.
No, you've got to help me. Renee! Renee!
She gave us our most eternal reward. Alright. So this is a matching game. You can kind of see the pieces, but you can see them even better when the lightning flashes. So you kind of gotta do what you can while you can see. Although you can see it a little bit. Where is this one? I'm trying to find this one. Oh, here. And these two. And whitening. Where is it? Here. And Aquarius. Moons. Where's this one? And a tree. Where's the other tree? This one? Aha. There we go. And let's follow her muddy footprints. Her muddy footprints. And she's taking the boat! Let's go get her. Nope, wrong way.
Renee, hold it right there. That skull isn't yours. To say nothing of the fact that you just tried to bury me alive.
The skull is mine. It wants to be mine. Yes, I did my share of scheming to get it. I got Dr. Bolay to go to the authenticators, then switched the letter they wrote saying it was real with one I wrote saying it was fake, in hopes that Dr. Bolay would just hand it over to me. Yes, my plan failed, and yet, here we are. I have the skull. Why? Because it knows that I will fulfill its destiny.
Bruno Bolay wanted Henry to have it. That's why he had Gilbert Buford
How did you
steal
know,
that
Nancy?
painting and hide it in Henry's parents' crypt. Because he hoped
Did
that
he
way
say that?
Henry would eventually find it.
Henry.
Oh, wait, he
Ooh.
did say
If
it.
he
Yeah,
ever
he
got
said it to
his
Bess,
hands
and
on
Bess
this,
told us.
He would just turn around and give it to that trashy girlfriend of his.
Probably.
Dr. Bolay, he just wanted it because he was terrified of dying. Gilbert
Bernie.
Buford, too. And that Lamont
Bernie's
fella,
gonna help
he just wants to
us.
sell it to the highest bidder. But me, my motives are pure. I am going to protect it so it can rendezvous with all those other skulls. I'm going to be right there when they start conversing, and all the mysteries of the universe are forever solved. Ah!
No way.
No, come back!
How do you swallow a crystal skull? Even an alligator.
Renee burst into tears.
No
and
way
sobbed
Bernie
as Bernie
survived
swam
that.
away with a crystal skull. It made me feel sorry for her for about 2 seconds. After all, while she may not have meant to cause Bruno's death, she certainly meant to cause mine when she left me sealed up in that crypt. It felt good to turn her over to the police. Later that night, Dr. Buford came over and apologized for knocking me out with that smoke bomb, and for allowing himself to think, even for a moment, that Bruno's crystal skull was anything more than a pretty piece of quartz. To make up for his shameful behavior, he insisted on taking Bess and me on a grand tour of New Orleans. Seeing the city through the eyes of someone who loves it as much as Dr. Buford was truly special. He invited Henry too, but Henry declined. He was still trying to process the fact that his great-uncle wanted him to have the skull. Henry always thought that to Bruno he was nothing more than an annoying family obligation, someone Bruno couldn't care less about. Yet Bruno's request of Dr. Buford, made with his dying breath, proved that he did care about Henry. Apparently, and unfortunately for Henry, Bruno was the type of man who just couldn't bring himself to say such things out loud. As for Lamont, when he heard what happened, he closed his shop, bought enough marshmallows to fill a swamp boat, and has been scouring the bayous ever since, kicking every log he comes to in hopes of finding Bernie and the crystal skull inside him. But Bernie has yet to turn up. Maybe the skull didn't agree with him. Maybe swallowing it caused him to stop associating the sound of a kicked log with yummy sweet things. In any case, the Whisperer has disappeared, lost to the world once again, which is totally fine by me.
Yeah. Anything to spend more time with Bess, eh, Dr. Buford? Yeah. What is the name of Henry's girlfriend? It's Summer. And didn't do very much, but we did some things.
Talk about a detective's dream come true. The Italian police called me personally and requested that I travel to Italy and help them stake out a suspected thief in Venice. Unfortunately, what started out as a simple assignment in a city filled with canals, gondolas, and romance quickly morphed into a full-fledged undercover operation, and I soon found myself trapped in a maze of lies, disguises, and danger. Help me find my way out by joining me in my next adventure, Phantom of Venice.
And this one is not the next one we will be playing, because we already played it. Good. Alright, so that's Legend of the Crystal Skull. It's got a nice, spooky atmosphere. It's got a pretty good story. Good puzzles. And Henry's great, and Bess is great. It's got some great stuff in it. I wish that it was a little scarier. And I'm not a huge fan of Southern Gothic. I mean, like, I like it. It's just not my preferred vibe. And I wish that the crystal skull wasn't real. I feel like it lends itself to being a little too supernatural for me. But otherwise, really good game. What happens if the preview is next? I don't want to say, just in case that happens. I don't want to imply one way or another that if that can happen. But I'll let you know. I won't lie. If it is the next one, I'll let you know. Yeah, it was fun. I had fun too. The next one I think is a little bit of a controversial choice as well. I think I put the next game higher than most people would. From what I've heard. But I don't think it's that big of a deal. It's not as controversial of a choice, but I still think the next game I put higher than most people would put it. All right. Okay, so that is the end of Legend of the Crystal Skull. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Please click the like button if you liked the stream. Click subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And click the notification bell so you can be notified the next time I go live. Your picks are controversial too. Yeah, I think you've said that. Yeah, I'd actually like to know what your controversial picks are, Claudia. Although you probably have more or less agreed with me on some of them. Yeah. Click the notification bell so you can know when I will go live again. I plan on going live on Sunday. I don't think I don't imagine there'll be any more surprise streams this week. But Sunday, I expect. Yeah. And my socials are linked in the description if you're interested. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a magical evening. Bye-bye.